Hey YouTubers, I'm Derek Jackson. I'm here to speak about the case of State of Georgia versus Johnny Chapple. As people know, I posted a reel on my Facebook page concerning this case. So I will explain this in simple terms because there's a lot of legalese and people don't quite understand legalese. So we'll break this down in simple terms right here. What this means for Johnny Skip Chapple. I'm going to walk you through each of the reels and why I placed them in sequence, from Chief Judge Alison Burleson to Judge Stephen Bradley to DA T. Wright Barksdale and to myself, and what role we all played. 1. The appearance of impropriety and the requirements of Georgia Rule 2.11. One thing judges do, and they are pretty good at, is making their behavior appear appropriate. This flies well to the unsuspecting defendant or all of the people in the courtroom gallery. Burleson puts on her black robe, Stephen Bradley puts on his black robe, and T. Wright Barksdale puts on his suit and tie. This gives the appearance to the unsuspecting defendant and the gallery that judges wear robes and they are honorable. The DA wears a suit and he looks appropriate, doesn't it? On the face, it does. Here's what the law is designed to prevent: that appearance of something when it is not that. That's inappropriate or impropriety. In the Ocmulgee Judicial Circuit, Chief Judge Alison Burleson assigns cases to judges under her authority. Johnny Chapple did not know this, nor did his attorney object to this. Judge Alison Burleson was an assistant district attorney in the Ocmulgee Judicial Circuit's DA's office before becoming judge in 2015. Johnny Chapple did not know that. Stephen Bradley was the DA before he became judge, and T. Wright Barksdale was his chief assistant district attorney. So they have a working relationship that the law required mandatory disclosure to Mr. Chapple before the trial even started. They did not. Problem. As you can see now, Mr. Chapple was trapped in a triangle by 3 DAs, although two of them looked like judges. He did not know because the robes blinded him and everyone in the gallery. Why did Burleson assign that case to Stephen Bradley, her former boss, and T. Wright Barksdale's former boss? Here's where the appearance of impropriety came. Upon Mr. Chapple's guilty verdict, T. Wright Barksdale would ask for the harshest sentence of life without parole. Although Mr. Chapple was acquitted in the malice murder charge, T. Wright Barksdale runs his campaign on being tough on crimes and following the law and the evidence. So to help T. Wright Barksdale out, Stephen Bradley gave Mr. Chapple life without parole. Now T. Wright Barksdale goes immediately to his Facebook page and posts this resort and say, "Hey, I'm tough on crimes." Burleson knew that. That's why she assigned the case to Mr. Bradley, because this is a high-profile murder case, and T. Wright Barksdale doesn't need to lose this case. So Mr. Chapple had 3 prosecutors working against him, overruling all of his objections. So the jury returns a guilty verdict and give him the harshest sentence for it. This is where I came in, because a triangle has 3 angles. And in this case, it's Burleson, Bradley, Barksdale. So I approached this like geometry and found this triangle. Now that we have found this, Mr. Chapple's whole case is void. The U.S. Supreme Court in Toomey v. Ohio, 273 U.S. 510, 1927, established that due process clause of the 14th Amendment guarantees a defendant the right to a trial by an impartial and disinterested judge. Since they all had an interest in the outcome of this case, the whole conviction is void. The proof is in the pudding, where the life without parole was given. This is what the law calls a structural defect, because the system created a temptation for the average man as judge to forget the burden of proof required to convict. Stay tuned. I'm going to go over the Donrico Harris case next, because I also found that same pattern there. Thank you.